Yesterday night, the first episode of the brand new Cardfight Vanguard V series was released on the official Cardfight Vanguard channel. The link to the video is in the description below. But if you're here today, chances are you've already watched it and you want to hear my thoughts. If not, then pause the video, go watch it, and then come back. I'll still be here. You're back. So what did I think? Well, first of all, I have to say that the new animation style is gorgeous and clearly has a very high production quality. I do like that the lines and shading change in certain scenes, making it look like it's really jumping straight out of the pages of the manga, which if you didn't know is heavily influencing the story for this reboot. Now let's talk about something that I consider to be just as important as the animation itself, the music. The new OP is Legendary by Rosalia, and it's a heart-pumping song that grips you right off the bat and gets you into the mood for the show every single time you hear it. It feels more like you're watching an action shonen rather than a sort of slice-of-life show about card games, which I think is definitely the direction that we're going for. The music is a tad ominous in some parts and a little bit intense for the situation it's in. If you've seen the episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I do think that it follows the mood that the show is trying to set for each of its characters, painting Miwa as the comic relief, which he is, Kai as serious but not as much of an asshole as he was the first time, and Morikawa as an actual intimidating presence. When it comes to the fights, the electronic beats really put you in the mood for the battle that's about to come and does pretty much what electronic dance music does in a club. Builds up a moment before shit goes down and gets real. The voice acting is spot on, with some noticeable changes in Mr. Mark, the teacher, and the sub-manager, as well as lines and speaking patterns changing more to fit the personality of each character. But you came to hear what I thought about the story. Right off the bat, it takes you to that iconic scene between Kai and Aichi as children, and their relationship as someone who's being looked up to and someone who's looking up at him starts making a lot more sense. Kai explains things a little bit more in this series than he ever did, and makes the story flow much better from a logical standpoint. Morikawa is actually a decent fighter in the series, and even though he does lose to both Kai and Miwa, does have a good amount of ability, though strategy, as Kai puts it, is not his main concern. The same as the first anime, Morikawa loses to Kai, and then the next day he tries to get some new cards in order to beat Kai. He opens a booster box this time, but he doesn't get anything that he deems strong enough to beat Kai. But then he sees Aichi's Blaster Blade. Morikawa steals the card, beats Aichi up with quite vivid sound detail I might add, and challenges Kai to a fight once again. But here we see Miwa stepping up to fight him instead, and Miwa wins the card. It's also interesting to note that Miwa uses Nova Grapplers as he did in the manga instead of the Kagero that he used to use in the first anime series. We also see Izaki and a new lackey of Morikawa's, another classmate named Inenaga. Aichi comes in asking for his card, and we get the moment that Aichi challenges Kai to a fight, the scene that started it all. We see Kai teach Aichi the rules, draw, and then stand up, the Vanguard, and then roll credits. We'll have to wait another week to see the actual fight, but if the preview's any indication, it's gonna be a gorgeous fight. Till the next episode, stay tuned for more Vanguard videos on the episodes, on the card game itself, coming out very soon. Let's imagine, let's Vanguard.